Matrixx and Rhodes show fans, we are back with another video, and we're going to be talking about the Woman King star and Star Wars star John Boyega here in this video. He actually plays FN2187 in the Star Wars sequels, and he plays King Gazo in The Woman King. Now, he actually made some interesting comments here, folks, and I believe that if he was not a black man, he would pretty much be deemed some type of a racist here. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this, guys. It says John Boyega only dates black women. Get over it. His comments on dating are actually refreshing, to say the least. Now, this is on the HuffPost right here. Now, the HuffPost is saying his comments are refreshing, but I believe that if the race was actually reversed and John Boyega was actually a white man and he came out and he said, I only date white women, he would actually be branded a racist. Now, I believe a whole lot of people actually do feel that way. It says this, quote, I only date black, said British Nigerian actor John Boyega, who knew that 4 words in a GQ UK interview would launch thousands of hate-filled rants into the Twitterverse. Now, I actually didn't go and look at any tweets on this. Just keep that in mind. Boyega, who stars as King Gazo in the box office hit The Woman King, really? $19 million, you call that a hit? Okay. Talked to the Men's Magazine about everything, his post-Star Wars journey, the debate about black British actors often portraying African-American figures, engaging in direct activism in the summer of 2020, and much more. Now, I'm not going to dive into what he did in 2020. I didn't know that that was actually a debate about black British actors actually playing African-American figures. I didn't know that was much of a debate. I believe if you're going to actually act and play a role, it should actually go to the best person for the job. Now, of course, you know, you can't have a white actor going out there playing Kunta Kinte or something like that, okay? That doesn't make any sense. You got to have a black actor for that. But anyway, it says here, but his desire to date only black women turned into a discussion about double standards and preferences. One Twitter user, Ada Apala, whose bio says they are, quote, not interested in playing identitarian games. Well, they put out this right here. This is the tweet. John Boyega says he dates only black women isn't a problem. Double standards are a problem. If a white actor said they only dated white women, many would not defend his right to have preferences. They would call him racist. The rules have to stay consistent. That's all. And I agree with that, man. I mean, if John Boyega only wants to date black women, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. There's actually women out there. There's actually a YouTuber out there. I believe she's Korean. She only likes black men. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people say, hey, that's cool. That's great. But if a white actor, let's say that Brad Pitt came out and he said, you know what? I'm only into white women. That's pretty much it. The media would actually brand him a racist. No, I don't believe that would actually be the case. He just prefers to date white women. That's fine. You actually have a whole bunch of black men that feel the same way as John Boyega. Hey, I'm only going to date black women. I don't think that's much of a problem. Now, if you actually look at the interracial marriages in the United States, for the most part, you're going to see Asians date Asians or marry Asians. Black is mostly going to marry black. Whites are going to mostly marry white. And nobody sees a problem with that. But if you do come out as a white person and say, hey, I only date white women, then you're going to actually see that as a problem. Now, here's another thing that we're actually starting to see here, folks, at least in the U.S. The whole trans thing out there. There's people out there, there's wokesters out there that's actually saying you as a straight man, regardless of color, if you actually come out and say, I will not date a trans woman, which is actually a biological man, then you're a bigot. You're a homophobe, that kind of thing. You're a transphobe. Like, no. I prefer not to date biological men. I'm into real women. Now, there's some men out there that are actually into the men that actually want to look like women, some people are into that. I'm not into that kind of thing. I'm into women. Now, me personally, I'll date. Well, I'm not dating anybody now because I'm married. But if I was single, I really wouldn't care about the skin color of the woman I'm dating. I wouldn't. But John Boyega, that's his business. I don't have a problem with that. He can actually date whoever he wants to date. And it's not a big deal to me. But I do believe there needs to be consistency here. John Boyega can actually come out and say that he wants to date just black women, but we have to be consistent across the board. A white man would not actually be able to come out and say that. I can't think of any white actor that's actually done this or said the same thing that John Boyega has actually said. I mean, if you have, let me know, but I'm not sure. But I believe if an actor came out and did that, man, his career would probably be over. But John Boyega, he's going to have a career. And John Boyega is very, very talented. He really is. Damn shame what they did with his character, though, in Star Wars sequels, though. It really is. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Rhodes Show fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.